couple of yards deep. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Nittany Lions offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Hands it off. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Ware. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is on fire.
For that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Just trying to make a living on human streets.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will go to work for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the start corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He wants to throw. Right down the middle. He's right downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. give to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And good work by the... And down on the ground.
And the Penn State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Gets it out quickly. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. He's going to pass. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Draw him inside the 10. Here he comes. Delivers the contact. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Caught close to the marker. It's Freeman. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Using the quick game. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game, still sitting at 10.
They knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you've got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Magoo. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake, feeling some heat. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Tries to find a little more turn, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Line gets set. First down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The inside handoff. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback will audible. Now they're going to throw it. He's right on target. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Snap in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
A little screen to the running back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
That is going to drive this defensive play. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very impressive film session.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He wants to throw it again. It's caught. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And as a quarterback, that's what you want to do on these deep go-route type throws. You want to put a lot of air under it so your guy can turn around, locate it, and then make the catch.
Yeah, and that's so hard to stop. I mean, I'm running full speed down the field with a guy that's this fast, and I don't know where the ball is and when it's coming out, and trying to make a play on it is extremely difficult.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. They won't let him in. He had a nose for the end zone, but he will be stopped short.
What a third down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks this kicker. Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Hoosiers racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is made right at... They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hurley. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw to the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get 1st downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up 1st downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Fouls through the defense.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front, into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. After run, now throw. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They are seizing control and taking away home as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
kick is up and good. It put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Indiana, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Trying to find his man on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They're bringing heat. Complete downfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. To the air on first down. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, man.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Fights off the defender. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it up to 38. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle and start. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. Touchdown, Penn State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. You've got this guy's ability at that position. Quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything in that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. The sure hands, it's Freeman. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. On the move at the 30. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
On the ground, it's Magoo. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. The offense set for a... Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That's reeled in. It's Wheeler. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Offense set on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
You can tell this is a pass. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from the opponent's perspective.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. When you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the back. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Offense facing 4th down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. He's not short on 4th down. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Freeman. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Freeman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
2nd down coming up.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The snap sets up the throw. Working that left side now.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
These red zone trips, red has meant stopped. They've got nothing in 3 previous tries. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Indiana, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. Stop him at the 21.
And your Penn State Nittany Lions will take over. 1st and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The give to the left. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hurley. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Going up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Showing off the arm. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for a gap. It's Ware. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Unloads it downfield. And that pass picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his...
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field, your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting, keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot, maybe you make an all-time comeback.
This offense has a 2nd down play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's got his man. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And a 1st down for the offense.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Part in the backfield. It's Magoo. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Intercepted. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30.
And it's a defensive lineman. And when you know it's pass pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll throw it on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on first and goal.
Get set, get set.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He wants to throw here on second down. He's going. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back.
You see,
hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Now the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Ware. And that one did not work. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down coming up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might as well stick with him. Running with power. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
Sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.